This next song is kind of a history of folk music back in the 50s and 60s, where a lot of the music that we're hearing today, the good stuff. I'll leave that up to you discerning people out in that audience to pick it out. But this is about a lot of the people that I knew and hung around with and rubbed elbows with and sang with back in New York and right across the country. It's called I'm a Moldy Old Folkie with a Dust Bin Mind. I'm a moldy old folkie with a dustbin mind. I've got memories of cobweb times. I remember Bobby D when he was Bobby Z, singing in the Minnesota pines. There was Woody and the Weavers, Harry B. and Burl Ives, Peter Seeger, Lightning Hopkins, Reverend Jesse singing live at the Ice Grove, the Gaslight, San Francisco's Hungry Eye. I remember those cobweb times. In the Colorado mountains, Walt Conley sang his tunes. He buried Mersey Dotes, anybody remember that? With songs that rang more true, the Kingston boys sang Dooley, the banjo started dueling. I remember those cobweb times. Ed McCurdy sang at Gertie's, Odetta at the gate, at the Kettle of Fish. Freddie Neal was sounding great. Judy was in Central City singing mighty fine. I remember those cobweb times. In the Arkansas hills, Jimmy Driftwood played guitar. The Tennessee stud carried Jack pretty far. Then Bobby hit the scene, changed his name from Z to D. I remember those cobweb times. Peter, Paul, and Mary sang Puff the Magic Dragon. Maria, Jeff, and Jim sang Jug Band Blues. Joan sang high. Carolyn sang higher. Tom Paxton sang about the news. There was Leadbelly's Jail Time, his songs that set him free. He sang the Midnight Special, Goodnight Irene. When he played 12-string guitar, he could make the rafters ring. I remember those cobweb times. Dave Van Wunk would growl, Howlin' Wolf would howl, Mississippi John and Muddy sang the shidoo. And along came Elvis with his circulating pelvis, singing about his blue suede shoes. Then Bobby started rolling, just like a rolling stone, with his tambourine and magic. He touched the music's soul. He sang to us in poetry with words that had no name. I remember those dustbin days. The New Lost City Rambler sang a bluegrass tune or two, and Izzy's folklore setter would tell you who was who. Like how Doc Watson guitar picking was the very best. I remember those dustbin days. Then along came Prine with his funky, folky songs. Don McLean sang Starry Night. We all sang along with Bye, Bye, Miss American Pie. I remember those cobweb times. The Journeymen, the Highwaymen, the Irish Clancy brothers, the Brothers Four, although it's sad to say they weren't all brothers. Hetty, West, and Sylvia, Ian, and some others. I remember those cobweb times. Joni sang her songs of cloud-colored phrases. Harry sang of childhood ways. Then on and on it rolled along like Bobby's Rolling Stone. I remember those dustbin days. Now the singers are still singing, songs are being sung. Every generation circles round the same old sun. The music is still growing, it's a-blowing in the wind. I remember those dustbin days. They sang of peace and love and war and rattlers, rambling times. Deportees, refugees, the bells of Rimney's chimes. Bobby called a song along like catfish on a line. I remember those cobweb times. So if you have a yen to do some folk music singing, pick up on a guitar or set a banjo ringing, whether country folk or bluegrass or gospel is your style, let's sit and sing and pick and grin a while. I'm a pickin', I'm a grinning, and I'm a moldy old folky with a dustbin mind. I've got memories and memories of cobweb times. I remember Bobby D when he was Bobby Z, singing in the Minnesota